I have just unboxed this elephant diamond painting from Diamond Dotz that Anthea kindly sent me. I'm going to kit it up straight away. I can't wait to get started on this one. So what I've done, I have photocopied the legend because I'm going to cut out the symbols and stick them onto my Tic Tac boxes, ready to put all the diamonds in. So I've got some sellotape and some scissors, and I'm going to cut out the symbols, stick them on, and then I'll come back. What I've done is left the number of the packet down the side, just in case I need to refer to that whilst I'm kitting up. And what I'm doing is I'm taking the lid off the pot, because when you put it on the top, the sellotape needs to be able to stick down the sides. You don't want to really stick your lid on to the Tic Tac box. So by doing that, the lid still flips open really nicely. Of course, instead of doing it this way, you could always just write the symbols onto some stickers and pop them on the top of your pots. I'm now doing the last lots of pots with these numbers 1 to 6. I've got 1 to 10, 11 to 20, and so on in front of me, ready to put the diamonds in. So I just need to stick the special shape symbols onto the boxes, and I did notice that we have 1 to 6, even though I have got symbols 1, 2, 3, etc. So I'm going to keep these ones slightly separate for now, and we'll see what we do with those at the end. That's the last pot down. Right, so as you can see, I kept the numbers on so that they match the packet numbers as we go through the kitting up. If you've seen my channel before, you'll know that I like to kit up by symbol usually, although sometimes I do switch it around a little bit. For example, at the moment I am doing a Oroloa painting from the baggies and doing it in number order. So I change it up a little bit, but I tend to naturally go symbol order. If you go by number order, down the legend, you can keep your Tic Tac boxes in this order in your storage. You'll see what I do with my symbols, just in case you want to have a try at doing it that way. Really, there's no wrong way. As long as you're putting the right colours on the right symbol on your diamond painting, it doesn't matter how you kit up, so don't worry too much about it. Let's get the diamonds, and let's use the grey tray that I got in the toolkit with this kit. So here we've got the diamonds. I'm just going to move these up a little bit because we won't need those till we've got most of these pots filled. Number 1 is this amazing purple colour. Not many of these. I'm just going to lift the lid ready, snip it open, pour in a tray. Oh wow, they're even brighter out of the packet. Let's have a little look at the diamonds themselves. Oh, they are sparkly. Oh wow, they are beautiful. I've not had a Diamond Dotz kit before, and they are sparkling away in that tray. Let's pop them in there. Storage. Just help them, give them a little bit of a helping hand in. A little bit reluctant. Okay, now, if you are kitting up by symbol, then when you put them in your storage tray, you can start putting them in. I will faff about with this at the end, and I'll explain what I'm doing when I do that. Just in case you want to copy that idea. Number 2. Again, not many of the brown, but I know that there are lots of different browns in this kit. From the unboxing. If you didn't see the unboxing, I will pop it in the eye for you. And if you are interested in seeing how I'm working on my Oroloa diamond painting out of the baggies, then I will pop that in the eye too. Number 3. The diamonds are slightly reluctant to go in these tubs, so I'm just going to switch to my Diamond Art Club tray and see if it makes a difference. A very beautiful red colour. It's like a reddy pink, this one. Oh yes, that's much better. So I'll stick with this tray. I hope that you can see okay with it being translucent. I can't give you the names of the colours because they are Diamond Dotz and I'm not sure of the DMC code. I normally give you colour names when I'm kitting up. Now that I have a Diamond Dotz kit, I think I will have to try and search for the DMC equivalent and see what that's all about, because I have heard there are things like that out there. Oh, this is beautiful, like a purpley denim type colour, like a pale lilac, I suppose. Now that is a tick symbol, so I'm going to pop it over into this corner. Oh, do you know, I'm going to bring this further forward so you can see what's going on in my Tic Tac box as well. Number 5. So if you're new to diamond painting, we pop all our diamonds into storage for quickness of the diamond painting, because usually we'll section off rather than do one full colour at a time. That is up to you, how you want to work. You can start anywhere on a diamond painting. You don't have to do it in number order. You don't have to do it any way apart from what comes natural to you. When you're working from packets like these, however, if you're not completing the whole number and then moving on to the next, it is a lot easier to have the storage tubs to go backwards and forwards to. Ooh, that's a pretty colour. I'll do an arrow there. Number 7, which is actually number 7. Phew, because sometimes it can get a little bit confusing. Hence why I have kept them in their number order while I kit up. I sometimes have a little bit of a moan if they're out of number order, if the number that they refer to isn't the number of the symbol. Beautiful turquoisey type blue, that's number 7. So now we're on to letters with letter F. So of course, being letters, I will put them in alphabetical order, and even if they're not official letters, for example, this one to me looks like a lowercase n, so I will put that in with the alphabets. And number 9. I may swap these round as well so that they're going the other way. In fact, I am going to, because I think sometimes when you read numbers, it's easier that way round. Ooh, a stunning electric pink. My elephant is going to be so pretty. And I have popped him under the mattress under my divan mattress to flatten out while I'm kitting up. And hopefully it won't take long because I'm dying to get started with this kit. So beautiful. Bubblegum pink, this one. Makes my tummy rumble. If you don't know, I absolutely love sweeties. Anything sweetie-ish is all good. Right, on to the next batch with another pink. If you do want to hear some of the DMC names, by the way, there are other kitting up videos. They are in a dedicated playlist, so you'll be able to find those if you'd like to see me kitting up and calling out the names of the colours. Number 12, oh, it's Christmassy red. I mean, that's classic Christmassy red, isn't it? Or fire engine red. Loving the brights. So that's an arrow. So I think I'm going to put arrows together and lines together. The 13 is a Christmassy green. It is November, but I don't know. Christmas seems to get earlier and earlier each year, doesn't it? Right, so that's H. Where did there? So up there somewhere. These, as I say, will move around. Oh, that isn't really the best of ideas. Trying to avoid doing that if you can. Playing dominoes with your tic-tac boxes. Where did 39 go? I think that's it. Right. Okay, number 14. Back to where we were. More greens. This one is a bright green. I think that could be the equivalent of 707 in DMC. It looks quite similar to that. Not sure about that symbol. Pop it there. Got an X. What would you say, grass green? Yeah, that looks like grass green to me. Another arrow, number 16. I am glad I kept these numbers on because it is making it easier to double check and quicker than checking on the legend, which is actually under my bed. Oh, we've got a small lowercase t for number 17. What do you think? Mushroom soup? Reminds me of mushroom soup. Oh, I'm going to get really hungry talking about food all the time. Oh, juicy orange. I would call that, it's a bit like an arrow. It's not quite, but I am going to put it with the arrows. Got a bit of poetic license. The great thing about tic-tac boxes is that you can swap and change them around. You're not stuck to any particular type tub that are stuck together, for example. The tic-tac boxes are much easier for that. I think that we'll call that shaped. We'll put it in as a square. and see how that evolves. And you can see that I haven't been particularly neat with the sellotape. It doesn't really matter. It's fine. I'm loving all of these natural colours with a hint of pink in. They are so pretty. I don't know where they'll be on the elephant, but they are gorgeous. Gorgeous. Let's pop that there. We've got a K. Next batch. Ooh, with a bright turquoise next. Stunning. Stunning, stunning. Of course, better when they're in the pot. Tetris sign. Do you remember playing Tetris? I do. Was it in the 90s? I think it was that I played. I got to be quite good at it, but I've played recently and yeah, I think I've lost the knack. Beautiful midnight blue. I think that could be like a 939 equivalent, but I'm only guessing. Don't take my word for it. Tetris shape. We're going to shove in with the miscellaneous ones for now. Oh, we'll see. Another arrow shape. Oh, now this is a brown, but it's got a hint of a green in it. It's quite, I'm not quite khaki. It's not green enough to be khaki, but it's definitely got a hint of a green. J. Didn't cut the top off properly. Try again. And that isn't quite a Y, but I'm going to use it as a Y and pop it next to that one. 25. So I was hoping to use that grey tray, but it's obviously got a little bit of static or something going on. So I'm going to give it a wash it in some bubbly water, see if I can get rid of some of the static out of it. So if you're finding that as well, give it a go. Really lovely. It's like a burnt orange. Aren't the colours stunning in this kit? And we haven't got to the special diamonds yet. Oh yes, special diamonds. Got like a planet. It's a bit like Saturn, that. But I don't think I could have a planet. Oh, maybe I could, because we've got a moon. We'll see. So we'll start a category for planets and see how far we get. Another arrow. Really, if you're kitting up by symbol, it is a good idea to try and keep the categories quite small so that you remember them. It's not a big deal, but I just find it easier. And I got into this way of kitting up when I did Josephine Walls with the 250 colours. Again, that is in the playlists. So if you're interested in seeing that many colours being kitted up, then do head over. Again, it's in the kitting up category on the playlists. So yes, I started kitting up that way and sort of got stuck in the habit of doing that. And then I've started changing it up a little bit recently and doing it all sorts of different ways, just to give it a go and see what I prefer. And it's actually quite nice doing it slightly differently as well. Changes it up and makes it feel fresh. Another dark, dark, dark blue. I'm going to put that with the planets like a sun. It's like a full moon or a sunshine. We've got a crescent moon here for number 30. Back to a bright orange. So you can see once your tubs are labelled up, it's fairly quick to kit up. Oh, apart from when they fall over. Right, that could either be an arrow or a triangle. Not sure yet. We'll see next batch. Oh! Wouldn't it be nice to be less calamity driven? Less calamitous. Right. Ooh, look at this. Really. Ooh, look at that pretty colour. I've got to show you a bit closer up with that one. Oh, that is so pretty. It's like a delicate ballerina pink, that one. Now, where are you going to go? I think I'm going to put you with arrows. We'll see. It might end up as shapes. So I'll pop that one next to it just in case. Okay, P. Bright, bright blue. P, so J, K, L, M, N, O, P. Next, we've got number 33, an equal sign. Now, I have got a category for lines, so I'm going to put it into the lines category. Again, a bright, more turquoisey blue. We had a turquoise earlier, though, so they might be quite close in colour. I might compare them for you in a minute. So we've got that one, we've got K, that's, oh no, definitely different. The tone is different. So we've got lines. We've got the N or lowercase n. With a dusky, chalky purple, like a vintage I'm not sure what they would call that. It's definitely antique-y, isn't it? Just going to try and scooch some space for that. We've got a V, number 35. And this is like a paler, chalky, antique-y purple. Oh my goodness, I've just caught a glimpse out of the corner of my eye at my Tic Tac boxes and the colours in them. Oh, they're so beautiful. Once I've finished, I will tip it over so that you can see. 36 is the plus sign. Again, I'm going to call that lines. Come on. Come on, don't be shy. There we are. I think I tipped some out. I think that was one. And that was one. I think that's come out of a different pack, so we'll pop him over there. Not sure how generous Diamond Dots are, because I've never done one before, so hopefully if I'm dropping a couple it won't matter too much. Number 37. Oh, look! I'm loving these delicate colours as well as the bright, so really lovely mix in this kit. I'm going to put those, you know, with the moon type. Could be a half moon, couldn't it? Triangle for number 38. Ooh, quite a stuffed pack for 38. This deep blue. It's like a dark denim actually. You know, like the ink wash denim. Let's put this one up in shapes. And then a tiny square, a little diddy baby square. I know some people kit up by colour as well, so that is another option. I have never ever done that, but I know that some people do like to. I wouldn't be able to decide between blues and greens if it was, or pink and reds, so that's why I don't really do that, but that is another option for you if you're happy to kit up by colour. Number 40. Getting through quickly, aren't we? Not long at all. Oh, I've got a friend in that one. Was that in the pack or was that in my tray? Anyway, we'll pick him out later. So we've got lines. Oh, I've got a swirl for number 41, next pack. Oh, we're getting to the end of the usual diamonds and into the ABs with this next row of diamonds. So, oh, I love looking at ABs. I love looking at all the colours though as well. If I had to choose, there's absolutely no way I'd be able to. Gorgeous, it's like a buttercup yellow, do you think? Or not quite bright enough. Pretty, pretty. Don't know where to put it, so I'm going to put it in random. I am definitely going to be sorting out the order in the box. I can already tell that. Now we've got a right angle symbol. And I'm going to class that as lines. Oh dear. I think I'm getting excited because I know I'm coming up to the ABs and I've just dropped them. Those two were quite close in colour actually. Look how close they are. So lines, a divide sign. That's going to go into random symbols. I was thinking of lines, but I think it's going to be random. Bright turquoise, this one. Let's move the random symbols up. We've got planets. We've got, that's a line, that's a line, that's a line. Okay. I'll fiddle with that a bit later. Let's continue. Another arrow on this symbol. So, arrows. Another arrow. Look, it's the crystals. Oh my goodness, they are beautiful, aren't they? Now, oh yeah, so they are tipping over to the gold side. There we go. So it's going to be the gold side that we use rather than the crystal side, because the crystal side wouldn't sit flat because the gold side has the tip of the diamond shape. They are going to be beautiful to use, aren't they? Oh, it's like little jewels. Oh. Sparkly. Okay, so that's that arrow. Should I keep them separate? No, I'm not going to. I'm going to put it with that one. 46 is an AB. Beautiful yellow. Twinkling with all of the different colours on the AB coating. My elephant is going to be magnificent. T. Number 47, green. Come back. There we are. All of the colours. Can you see there's purples, oranges, pinks, yellows. Stunning. Okay, let's think about this alphabet. Because I need more space for the letters, because I've got a lowercase a, which is really an at, but we're calling it a lowercase a. And then we're getting on to the specials. Stunning white. But of course it's not white because we've got all of those pretty colours looking quite opaly on top of the white colour. Okay, here we've got our specials boxes and they are numbered 1 to 6. So let's have a think here. What are we going to do? We've got arrows. We've got our capital letters, which I think I'm going to leave there so we can pop 2 of these spare ones in. We've got our numbers and we've got 5 of those. So what I'm thinking is putting a spare there and putting these ones underneath. Then we've got our random symbols and we've got our lines. Right, so we've got planets, we've got lines. So I'm just swapping these about so that okay, I think that will work. So what I've done here, before we kit up those, I've got arrows across the top leading onto square shapes here. Then I've got letters across this row and I'm putting the blanks in just to divide them a little bit. Then I've got planets with a divide, without anything in. And then I've got special characters shapes here with a divider, spare one. I've got numbers with a spare one, and then I've got lines across the bottom with a spare one, and these are going to sit under those numbers. And that will tell me that they are the special diamonds, so that I won't get confused between those and these numbers here. Okay, so we've got number 1, which is 49. And they are the orange round crystals, faceted. Are they faceted? Yes, yes, they are. Oh my goodness. So you can see the facets on the top there, the way that they've been cut to have a different finish to the cabochon. We do have a cabochon coming up later, and hopefully you'll see the difference, but it's the way there's like little cuts on top for them to shine in a different light. Number 2 is number 50. Number 50. Which are the pear-shaped orange stones. Again, faceted with those cuts on the top of them to sparkle in the light. Pop those in. It's ages since I've done a diamond painting with specials. It's really exciting. Number 51, which are the blue teardrop shapes, again faceted. They actually look lighter on the top and darker at the bottom, don't they? Really stunning. Number 4 is 52. We've got this kite-shaped turquoise stone. They are faceted. Then number 5. And these are 53, the green faceted marquee cut. And these marquee cuts are the most expensive cut in natural gemstones, by the way, because they are hard to cut natural stones. So our elephant, as I say, is going to look very posh. And lastly, the number 6, which are, I'm sure these are cabochon. Oh, they're not. They are actually faceted. I thought these were cabochon. They look like it in the packet, where cabochons have the smooth finish, whereas these are faceted with the cuts in the top to make them twinkle. So there we have it, all kitted up, ready to start our beautiful diamond painting. And let's have a look at the bottom of the kit to show you. Can you see the rainbow colours in this? Wow, it's going to be a beauty to work on. Absolutely gorgeous. And I'm sure I will be sharing some of that kit in a whip and chat with you very soon. In the meantime, enjoy round diamond painting. Take care, everyone. Bye.